Today, I'm teaching international travel tips to those passengers who get to fly to another country again. I will share some travel hacks to make your entire international trip easier. The #1 travel tip is to know that international flights board 45 minutes before departure time. That gives you 2 tips to think about before your trip. Arrive at the airport 2 hours before boarding time, not departure time, and be prepared to stand in a TSA security line for about 30 to 45 minutes. On your return flight back to the United States, remember that even if you pack in a carry-on bag, you will still have to answer questions in the ticketing area of that airport before you get through security in that foreign city's airport. So my travel tip for your return flight home is to arrive at that airport 3 hours before departure time. Let me know down below if you are going to pack in a carry-on bag or in checked luggage. Tip #2 is to know the timetable of the beginning of the flight. Before your international departure, remember that it takes 15 minutes once you have taken off before the seatbelt sign will go off, meaning you cannot go to the lavatory until that seatbelt sign goes off. So a tip for you is to remember to go to the restroom in the airport before your flight boards, because that is over an hour that you're going to have to wait. You may want to grab a journal before you listen to the rest of this video, because I have many travel tips and travel hacks for international flights. The first tip is for that first morning after you have spent the night in the foreign city. Pack a snack, because you most likely will be waking up in the middle of the night and you'll be hungry, but the shops are not open yet. Sometimes the airport security liquids bag requirements in other countries are more strict than here in America. In some countries, they only allow a 1-liter size. So I recommend that you make sure you have that size available for your liquids. Many people have said they get through fine with the liquids bag that I have used here. To those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Laurie, and I'm a Houston pilot wife sharing tips to help you travel the globe without a worry in the world. I only pack this travel neck pillow for international flights. It gives you such good support in your neck. Like, it holds you up as if you were just in an accident yesterday and you've got this neck brace and can't move your neck, because it has straps that attach to the headrest in the airplane seat. And that way your head won't fall forward. And it also keeps your head upright from side to side as well. This is the only one that I recommend. And it comes in this handy dandy travel case that clips strongly and securely to your carry-on suitcase or your personal item bag. Another travel tip is to remember that in some airplanes to a foreign country, you will need to wear your face mask inside the airplane. And in some countries, you will still be required to wear face masks in shops or even outside while you're touring. So my tip is to also have a designated crossbody bag or a spot in your crossbody bag that you can stow your face mask in between uses. They also make a necklace, like lanyard type thing for face masks, that I also think would be helpful for taking them on and putting them on. Taking them off and putting them on. When you book your flight, I would also have a plan B. If your flight cancels because of weather, or because the plane broke, or because the plane broke again and now the pilots and crew have timed out for their work duty hours that day, have a hotel that you can call immediately available in your notes section of your phone, so that you will have a place to spend the night that night. And if you are going on a river cruise, my major travel tip is to arrive the day before your departure, because you may not make it that day of your departure. Some foreign airlines are being really strict about personal item bag size dimension requirements, as well as carry-on bag requirements. You know, I recommend a hard shell suitcase that has an outer pocket for easy access, especially in the airport security lines. But this one is fantastic. There are 6 pockets in this one. I cannot wait to share this one with y'all. This carry-on suitcase is 21 inches, and Level 8 gave this to me. They are sponsoring this entire video. I love the organization features and the sturdiness and the frictionless wheels of this suitcase. I tested it out to see how far it would go compared to my other suitcase. I also packed the exact same things in my 22-inch one, and I can fit them all inside this carry-on suitcase as well. Look at how many pockets are inside the outside pocket of this carry-on bag. I love that you can use that outer pocket as an extension of the inside of the carry-on suitcase, but there are also 3 or 4 more pockets inside that flap inside the carry-on suitcase. It is possible to pack for an 8 to 10 day international trip in a 21-inch size suitcase for carry-on luggage. One tip when traveling to a foreign country is to know that you may have to roll your suitcase on cobblestone roads for a block or two. We did in Belgium and several different countries or cities. Those wheels are somewhat embedded into the suitcase, so high quality all around. When you fly into another foreign city's airport, know that you will most likely have to go through security a few times. That means you need to have your passport and maybe your vaccination card ready and available, as well as your liquids bag available for those security airport checkpoints. One of my viewers just went through the Istanbul airport and had to walk 2 miles to their gate. There is a shopping mall as well as a movie theater. So our travel tip now is to make sure you have walking shoes for your airport, comfortable clothing, and that you are hands-free. I pack in a backpack for international trips so that I can be hands-free. It just seems to be more convenient when I'm in another country. Earlier I showed you my clothing for a 10-day trip inside the carry-on suitcase, but notice I had not packed anything in my outer pockets yet, or that inside little flap pocket. There's a discount code that I will link below. It's Laurie 10 that you can get 10% off. Now for traveling to Europe in the summer, I recommend having these cheap insoles if you want to go barefooted. It helps absorb your sweat and protect the inside of your shoe as well. And they add some temporary padding until you've been there 10 days. There are 3 shoe brands that I recommend for European travel, and that is whatever is comfortable to you. There's also the Echo brand, which make water resistant, almost waterproof shoes that are listed as sneakers, but they look like, they don't look like tennis shoes. They look like little slide-on sneakers. And then there's also Fit Flop and Vionic, and then a bonus one is Blondo if you do need your shoes to be waterproof. Here's some travel hacks on where to hide money just in case you're in a pickpocketing area in another country or even in the United States. We have to remember that. You can hide cash or bills in your Kleenex packet, in an empty deodorant bottle. You can put them in the padding of a sports bra. You can put some money under the soles of your shoes. You can tape your passport or some money under the desk inside the hotel room. There's a hairbrush out there that has a spot for cash rolled up. You can put cash inside an empty chapstick tube. There are also socks that have a hidden pocket area for cash, as well as a tank top that I have from Amazon that has an outer pocket, and you would just wear a t-shirt or a blouse over that tank top. If you do not have access to a washing machine in another country, I recommend Tide sink packets. Here's an international travel tip for those days that you cannot keep your luggage in your hotel, either at the beginning of your trip or at the end of your trip. It's Nanny Bag. I do know they are in London, in Barcelona, and Paris. It costs about €6 per bag, and you can store them for a couple of hours up to 30 days. Now, one of my favorite international travel tips for many reasons is to go on a food tour the very first day that you are in your new city, that you're finally getting to travel to. You get to know the culture of that foreign city. You also get to know the safe places to go and the restaurants that have authentic food for that area. For traveling on the train or metro stations in different countries, my husband will look at the map to know where exactly we need to go, the final stop of where we are traveling on certain days in our visit. Another travel tip for the train system is that there is no airflow. So wear thin layers or layers that you can take off and tie around your waist. Hence, do not wear a vest Do not pack it, they're bulky, and you cannot tie it around your waist. Another travel tip for international trips is to know that you may not have a lot of airflow in your hotel room, so you might, if you have room, want to pack a little travel fan. There's also a handheld one, and it is very strong, even on the lowest setting. Here's a travel hack. If you need to pack a lot of medicine, you will want to call your pharmacist and ask them if they can make little labels and little containers for your prescription medicine, not over-the-counter medicine, but prescription medicine. One of my viewers is an actual pharmacist, and she said that some pharmacies have the kind of software to allow the pharmacist to print out a list of your medications with pictures of what each pill looks like. I bought this RFID/resistant strap crossbody bag for international travel only. It does have the slots for your cards because you're not going to take a lot of credit cards when you're traveling over there, but you can also pack the little thin RFID wallet, but it will fit easily inside any crossbody bag that you want to take if you just want a fun one for when you go to dinner. But I love this one. It's very secure. Some crossbody bags are just RFID, and that's fine if you feel secure with that, if you're a really observant traveler. For the long airplane ride, I would download movies from Netflix or shows to your phone the day before your flight. That way, if you are bored with the entertainment system or if yours doesn't work for that flight, you have backup movies and shows to watch. And here's how you download them easily to your phone. You go to the Netflix app, find the show that you want to download, and to the right of each show is a down arrow. You can just tap that down arrow and it's going to download it. Then when you're ready to watch your show, you're going to open up the Netflix app, and then in the bottom right corner it says downloads, and that's where you'll find all of your downloads, and you can play them in the air or if you're in an area that does not have Wi-Fi. If you need an adapter for another country, I like this one, but it does not have a converter. You would only want a converter if you need to convert the electricity from that outlet to a curling iron or a hair dryer, just so you know. I like to read real books just so my eyes can have a break from screens in the airplane, but I also recommend this travel tip, and that is to download Audible. I have the link below, and you can have it for 30 days, have the books on tape in your ears, on your headphones, and then after 30 days, cancel. When I pack for an international trip, I usually will pack my laptop because if I am going to quarantine for 10 extra days, at least I have a larger screen besides my phone to watch shows or catch up on work stuff. A travel tip for visiting any country is to pack your makeup in pouches, not one bulky, space-hogging makeup container. Those take up too much space. If you need to wear polarized sunglasses, I have an affordable pair from Amazon, and I like the case. It's firm, but it will squish just a bit. Before your flight to another country, my travel tip is to check your health insurance to see what is provided by your provider. Just in case you lose your passport in another country, take a picture of the barcode in the back cover of your passport. Email that to someone else, or you can also take a picture and I've already said take a picture, but download that picture to your Notes app. You're going to open up a new page of notes, press your finger down for about 1.5 seconds on the Notes app, and you'll see select all, or insert photo. That's a super easy travel hack. I love Lush shampoo if you need space for your liquids in your liquids bag, but you can see that it is bulky. My travel hack is to use a carrot peeler and peel off some strips of the shampoo bar and just pack those in a plastic baggie. When you're packing travel outfits, especially for a nicer restaurant in another country, I would just go with a monochromatic color scheme, and I would choose black. You can use a black t-shirt with white denim capris or white pants, and you look pulled together with a decent pair of sandals. The black t-shirt can be worn during the day in a casual style. White capri denim can be worn on your vacation anytime, not inside the airplane. I have a video of what not to wear in the airplane for you. And I did find a video for y'all about how to prevent blood clots inside the airplane. She is a nurse, but she also tells you about certain destinations as well, but she will give you the info on blood clots. Now, I'm gonna link it in the description box below. If you are new here and you need to know how to get to the description box, you can click show more down here or the upside down little caret angle, depending on what device you're watching me on. I hope that helps. Have a wonderful trip. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate y'all. Boarding time, not departure time. And this video, or love this suitcase. European. There are three travel shoes that I recommend visiting in. There are gosh, and they're easily. Here's a and I only bought it because what you're allowed and what will be possible. Carrot peeler. My travel hack is to use a parrot.